fool, but I don't care. I've got a heart and it's getting empty there. Hey baby, what you trying to do to me? I'll do just anything you want of me.
And now we get to find out if there really is a Jerry Mason or not. Judge, I hope he made it tonight.
Well, I don't know. There's only one way of finding out. If in anywhere in the audience tonight Jerry Mason is sitting, would he please get up and come on the stage, please now?
All right,
is he there? Is he there? Is he there? Oh gosh, I can't stand it. Is he there? I don't think he's there. Who is there? Is that him? Oh, I didn't think he looked like that. Give me this. I don't think he... Hey!
Look at him!
Hey! Come on! What do you do here? Come on over here. You're Jerry Mason, are you?
Yes, sir.
Now look, I want you to tell the ladies and gentlemen, I want you to say perfectly honestly, have you ever been on this stage before?
No, sir.
Have you ever met Jim O'Neill before?
No, this is my first time. Hi, Jim.
Welcome to
Hey,
Shindig,
Jerry, have you ever seen me before in person?
No, sir.
And you were singing completely unrehearsed, are you?
Unrehearsed.
Well, good luck to you, Jerry. I wouldn't like to be. Hey, Jerry Cole, give him a guitar. Can you sing a bit of that song? Hey, Jerry, sing a bit of that song you... I'm nervous. Sing a bit of that song you sang for me over the telephone. Cheek of the fellow. Will you sing it now?
All right.
Right. We've only got a few seconds, so sing us one chorus, eh? Okay, Jim?
Jerry Mason, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes.
Thank you.
Femina, dusina mala femina, stella che vada Angela, la grande fameda. Oi femina, sei tutta giana fevera. Mendozia gadella nema, no boce bigambar. Oi femina, si dolce come zucchero, e già stavata di angelo, fazer do vengono. Oi femina, dusina che bella femina. Ti voglio bene, so io, non tempo
Come here. Folks, hey folks, I want to tell you, this is really happening now. This is the first time we've either seen or heard Jerry Mason. For my money, I think he's terrific. Come back next week. On with the show.
Completely under search him.
That video you just saw was May of 1965, and the man that was singing, that star, that handsome young man with the great voice is sitting next to me now.
Yes, and I am handsome.
He is, and he knows it. This is Jerry Mason. Jerry was on Shindig, Jerry was on Ed Sullivan, Jerry was on so many television shows. For a couple of years, we couldn't avoid him. And I'm sitting in his home now. Jerry was born in Pittsburgh, but he came to California, and once he got here, he never left, and he's still here. So I said, Jerry, come on back. I want to talk to you. He said, no, you got to come out here. So I did. Do you remember being in Pittsburgh as a little kid going to school? Where'd you live?
I lived in East Liberty. My first school was Lincoln. My second school was Forbes School. My third school was Fifth Avenue High.
Fifth Avenue High School.
Yeah,
now,
Fifth Avenue High School.
My father's Greek. Your father's Greek?
My father was Greek.
My mother, Italian.
My mother, yes, Napoli. Napoli.
Were you singing in high school? Were you a singer?
Miss Gary always used to put me in plays. I'm about 6, 7 years old. After that, I went to Forbes School, and I was singing in school plays. The third one that catapulted me into show business was Fifth Avenue High School, Miss Pete Wilson. She was a black lady, our music teacher. And she's the one who contacted Shindig College to give me a scholarship. Wonderful lady, and she was beautiful too. Very pretty lady.
So
black lady.
You went to school. Where was the college?
I beg your pardon?
Where was the college? Where was it located?
No, I didn't take the scholarship.
Oh, you didn't?
I couldn't take it.
Oh, why not?
Okay, my father got coronary thrombosis. Me and my mother had to sell flowers from the beer gardens, and I would go shining shoes and sell newspapers on trolley cars, street cars in Pittsburgh. Now, when you used to sell a newspaper, I had a badge from the newspaper company, and I would get on the streetcar for free, and I would sell my newspapers. I would get penny a newspaper. That's how I started. But that wasn't part of show business. The show business started with Miss Pete Wilson. I did a play, and she had me sing Sorrento in English. I go back to my spot. She walks over to me. She leaves her piano. Jerry, come and sing again. I said, why? The audience wants to hear you again. It's called an encore. I never knew what the word encore meant. I go back second time. I sing Sorrento again. The next thing, I go back to my spot with the rest of the chorus line. And after that, she comes to me again. Tom, Jerry, go back.
Why?
I said, why again? Go back, they want to hear it again. I sing it the third time, and you think that the walls are going to fall down in the ceiling. That's the kind of applause I got. Now, me and my mother, after the play, my father couldn't make it. He's a sick man. Me and my mother go home. She puts me a plate of food. I eat. I get up. I'm ready to leave. My father and mother, where are you going? Pop, I'm going to your sister's to go watch television. Perry Como was going to be on, and the Eddie Fisher show.
It's been a long time since we sang it. You remember the last record we made? Oh, yes, many years ago when I was young.
Are you?
One of them was Watermelon Weather, and what was on the other side?
Maybe.
Yes, Maybe.
Nice old song.
Yes.
Do you remember the song?
Well, it doesn't matter, Perry. We have the boy out there with the cards.
Handsome, isn't it? All right, Eddie, let's do a couple of courses of Maybe if Mitch has the music. If he has the music. Maybe you think of me. Yeah. When you are all alone.
Show and the Hit Parade show with Dorothy Collins and Snooky Lanson.
Your Hit Parade. And now, the lucky 7 songs of the week with Dorothy Collins, Snooky Lanson, Eileen Wilson, the Hit Paraders and Dancers, and Raymond Scott and the Lucky Strike Orchestra. And off we go.
I'm sitting there watching now the Perry Como show. Now, because of the applause, I never had any idea of becoming a singer. Not at all. Not with all the school plays I did. Never even occurred to me. Didn't hit me at all. I'm watching Perry Como, and the cameras go to the audience and they're applauding very hard for Perry Como. I want to be like Perry Como. Maybe I could get a house for my father and mother get my father a car, get him a home in Hollywood, and I could become a star like them. And this is silly thinking. I'm thinking, if I become a star, my father won't get heart attacks anymore. If I become a star, my mother won't freeze on the street anymore, selling flowers with me when I go with her on the weekends. This is what I was hoping for. It never came true because the people were too discriminative, prejudiced, and bigotry.
So you began singing, though, in a way that got you enough attention to bring you to Shindig.
Yes, I was on the Wilkins Amateur Hour.
How did that happen?
If you're watching it every week, and now I got the idea to be like Perry Como, I go try before 1957. I go try for the Wilkins Amateur Hour with Al Noble, who was the co-host, and I got refused. They felt I wasn't good enough. All right, now it's 1957, 2 years later, after the first try with Wilkins. I said, Pop, Mom, I'm going to try again. I go back, I try again. They accept me. I win $100. Yeah, $100. Mr. Bryan says to me, Jerry, you won the $100. Now you come back at the end of the year. All the people who won $100, you're going to try for the $500 prize. The main prize.
Did you go back?
I go back.
Where was the show?
This was in Pittsburgh.
Where in Pittsburgh? Do you remember?
Downtown? Gee, it was one of the television stations. Maybe KDKA. It might have been that. I'm not sure, Tom. I go on the Wilkins Amateur Hour. All the winners who won the $100. All the contestants. I go on. 2 weeks later, they call me back and they tell me I'm the winner of $500. I won the $100 and I won the grand prize. That started it. Now Miss Pete Wilson, she said, in order for you to be like your idols, Perry Como, Eddie Fisher, and Mario Alonzo.
Jerry Vale?
Jerry Vale. I have all his records now. She says, in order for you to try for your career to be like your idols in the entertainment industry, you have to do two things. What, Miss Wilson? What do I have to do? First of all, you have to learn how to sing from the diaphragm. Second, you have to go to a diction teacher. What? I never heard of that. What is that? She says, it's the way you piece the alphabet to the words. I said, I never heard of that. But I'll do it. Yeah. Because I want to be a star for my father and mother. And I apologize to you, Miss Wilson. She contacted Shenley College. And I apologize to you, Miss Wilson, that I can't take the scholarship. I think I broke her heart.
You're breaking my heart just hearing it.
Yeah, I broke her heart. I really believe I did that, Tom, to that wonderful lady.
Yeah.
Yes. So I kept selling flowers with my mother. I grew out of shining shoes now and the streetcar. Going on the streetcar with the badge. And I come to New York. I go to New York City. I stay with my godmother, my father's sister. Rosie Tsiganoff was her name. And Mishka Tsiganoff, he was an accordion. He was renowned among the foreign countries of his greatness, of his talent. Somehow, I'm going to tell you something that I don't understand. I'm 81 and a half. And I'm going to tell you something that's a mystery. I don't get it. I'm on the street, and Miss Ruth Shapiro is there, and I'm her artist and she's my manager. I never auditioned for her in an office. I can't explain it to you. She was just there and I'm there, and she's taking me to her girlfriend, her friend in the business, who's the president of General Artist Corporation. Miss Rosalind Ross is her name. I sing for her gleefully. She says, "You're like my Paul Anka." Everybody thought on the streets I was Paul Anka. All right. She says, "I'm going to make 2 calls for you, Jerry." She makes 2 calls to Cap Records and ABC Records. Cap Records was President Mickey Cap, and ABC was Sam Clark, and the famous arranger Don Costa, who had hits for everybody. But I didn't know who Don Costa was then. I had no idea. He was famous among the entertainment field. I sing for Cap Records, and I also sing for ABC Records. They both want me. Ruth Shapiro says, "All right, Jerry, it's terrific. They both want you. Who do you want to go to?" "Well, I don't want to go to ABC. They got Paul Anka, and everybody says I look too much like him. They might put me on a back burner." So I said, "I'd like to go to Cap Records." We go to Cap. We record "The Strange Feeling" and "Four Winds in the Seven Seas." We had a mishap, an accident. They didn't want me to sing for them anymore. I don't know. I told them I was gypsy, but the gypsy means wanderer. Anybody who moves more than twice, Tom, is a gypsy. But I thought I was a gypsy then. I didn't know that it was not a nationality. I had no idea. My nationality was Greek, Italian, and Russian. Gypsy, born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. An American guy. I didn't know gypsy had no meaning. It meant wanderer.
Maybe you shouldn't have said gypsy.
I didn't know. I didn't know, Tom. If I knew that that would mean something and people would back away from it, I wouldn't have said it. A smart man wouldn't have said that. I thought I was smart in school.
So how long were you with Cap? Just two cuts, 2 records?
One record session.
Yeah.
And there's no other way to say it. They got rid of me because of the gypsy thing. It has to be. Now I go to Chess Records.
Did you go to Chicago?
Yes, but let me tell you how. A gypsy lady, Fat Minnie, she says, I know this guy named Jack Hook. I want you to audition for him. Who is he? I never heard of him. He manages Alan Freed, the first DJ before Dick Clark. He was the guy before. He invented DJing, if you want to get technical.
He did, right in my hometown of Cleveland. Yes.
He's from your hometown?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my God, I didn't know that.
That's where it all started.
I said to her, "All right, I'll audition for your friend Jack Hook." I auditioned for Jack Hook. He says, "Fat Minnie is right. You got great pipes." He said, "I want to sign you, Jerry. I like it. I think you're a terrific singer." "Thank you, Mr. Jack Hook." Jack Hook calls me. "I want you to go to Chicago, to Chess Records." "Gee, that's great. You're going to go there with Mr. Nat Tarnopol, who manages Jackie Wilson."
Out of Detroit.
Okay, who manages Jackie Wilson. I go to Nat Tarnopol and knock on his door. He opens his door. We shake hands. He said, "Come in."
Now this is in Detroit.
No, this is now in New York.
Oh,
This
Nat
is
Tarnopol is in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cap Records is in New York. Ruth Shapiro in New York. Originally from Boston. Her husband owned hotels. I never met him. And let's see. There was Ruth Shapiro, Mickey Cap, and there were New Yorkers. This is in New York, where I lost my break, where I said gypsy. He gets me a Coke. He says, "Be patient, we're waiting for somebody," and I'm packing so we could go to Chicago. Guy knocks on the door. He's a portly guy, glasses. He's a jolly man. He said, who are you? I said, sir, my name is Jerry Mason. He walks in. He says, I'm Harry Goodman. He was Benny Goodman's brother, the orchestra leader. We become friends. Nat Turner, he says, come on, Nat, let's go. Let's get out of here. Nat says, I'm still packing. All right, we pack, we get on the plane, and I'm sitting near the window. I'm looking out the window. A song comes into my head. You Are Lonely. Stewardess, yes sir, can I help you? Can I have a paper and pencil? I'm knocking off a song while I'm looking out the window of the plane. I'm knocking off a song. Now, I think that Harry Goodman is asleep. He does this to me. Let me hear what you got. I said, Harry, there's people here. I want to hear what you just wrote. All right. He bends over like this and I sing in his ear. He says, it's a hit. Sing it for Chess when you get there. Nat, he wakes up Nat. Let's switch seats so you can hear what Jerry just wrote. He switches seats with Nat. Now Nat is next to me. Let me hear what you did. I started to sing for him. He says, Jerry, this is a hit for you. Sing it for Chess Records when you go audition for those people at the record company. I go to the record company.
Do you remember where you went?
Michigan. Yes.
Michigan Avenue.
2120 Michigan
South
Avenue.
Michigan Avenue. Yeah.
You knew that address.
I know the address.
Oh my God.
I've been there.
But it was a store. It
wasn't so much a store. The back end of it,
Yeah,
where
the back end
they
of it.
pressed the records and they shipped them out the back door.
Yeah.
But the front is where the offices were.
Yeah.
And then upstairs is where Chuck Berry recorded Johnny Be Good,
Yeah.
and a lot of great music was recorded
Yes.
there.
But I didn't know he had the Chuck Berry or Etta James.
Etta James, yeah.
When I walked into the office, I said, I have an appointment with Mr. Leonard Chess from Mr. Jack Hook. She said, sit down. Comes out, are you Mr. Chess? Leonard Chess? No, I'm his brother, Phil Chess. We're recording right now, Jerry. Give us a few minutes, we're almost done. Office is very small. I sit down and I'm waiting. Phil comes back out, okay, come on, Jerry. About 20, 30 minutes later. I walk in through a hallway, and that very narrow hallway. And then you open the door, and there's a humongous recording studio, Tom.
Well, that's upstairs.
Yeah, no. On the same floor. The engineering booth is upstairs, 4 or 5 steps up. When I walk in, I see Mr. Leonard Chess in the engineering booth, and Phil is over here. We're talking. Leonard comes out. I'm taking out my guitar to sing for him. Wait. I'm hungry. Let's go and eat. All right, let's go and eat. He takes us to a delicatessen across the street on the corner from Chess Records. He says, Jerry, order whatever you like. I can't. Why? Singers aren't supposed to eat before they sing. I was taught that in school. All right, we come back to the studio, I sing for them. Jerry, you're as good as Elvis Presley. I said, I think so. And as good as Paul Anka. I said, I think I'm better than Paul Anka. Why? To me, he sounds, when he sings, like he has a cold. And I have a clear voice.
You have a very clear voice.
Yeah, I have a clear voice.
That's what I noticed
And to me, he sounds like he's got a cold when he sings. Do you think you're as good or as better? Leonard says to me, I think I'm as good as them. Maybe even a little bit better, who knows? He said, okay, tomorrow you start with our arranger. A week later after the arranger, we do You Are Lonely and You're Cruel. We do that. I go back to New York. Before I walk out the door, Leonard Chess gives me my airport ticket. And he said, by the way, Jerry, I hear an accent when you speak. What are you? I'm Gypsy, and I'm also Greek, Italian, and Russian. All right, have a good flight, Jerry. I didn't know it was going to work against me, Tom, because I thought it was a nationality. I didn't find out till later, till I was 25 or 30 years old. The Gypsy meant wanderer. I thought it was a nationality. 3 months passed since the recording. Jack Hook. Can you call him up, Leonard Chess, and see when my record will be released? He calls up. He says, Jerry, I have bad news for you. What is it? They played your song, and it was a dud. They played your songs. But we never heard them all over America, all over our country. You never heard them. I never heard them. Well, that's what they said, so that's what I'm telling you. So what do we do now, Jack Hook? He says, Jerry, we'll give it some thought. Give me a call, or I'll give you a call. And they disconnected our phone. We had no money for the phone anymore. The guy from downstairs at the deli, where I live now in Newark, New Jersey, he comes upstairs, knocks at the door, you get a phone call. I go downstairs, I get on the phone. Jack Hook calls, I don't know how he got the number to the delicatessen downstairs. Tom, I have no idea. But the boy from downstairs, my friend, comes upstairs, you got a call. I go downstairs in the phone booth. I said, who is this? This is Jack Hook. Jerry, I got good news for you. What is it, Jack? You're going to record here. Do I have to go back to Chicago again? No. This time they're going to record you here. All right. I said, what about the studio? Is it going to be a nicer studio? It was Bell Sound.
Bell Sound? Up on the second floor. You had to go up to the second floor?
Yeah. Second floor, Bell Sound.
Yeah.
We're recording Fortune Teller.
In a candlelight cafe, she read my palm one day. She looked into my eyes, and then I heard her say, whoa, whoa, there's a woman in your life with dark and wavy hair. Her eyes are filled with fire, and she is very fair.
Ayo, a girl's name, and Don't Move Diana. Now, at the time, I didn't know who Jerry Ragavoy was. He was famous among in the recording industry, just like Don Costa with Sam Clark at ABC, Paramount. He was just as famous, but I didn't know that
He's written a lot
Jerry
of good
Ragavoy
songs.
was that famous.
He wrote some great songs.
Yeah, he was a great arranger. I thought he was. We record. 3 months go by. I go to Jack Hook in New York. 3 months have passed. Can you call them for me and see what's going on? He's staring at me like this. The man is not talking. I said, Jack, I want a release from you. And he's Alan Freed's manager. I want a release from you. Because I'm going crazy waiting for the people to release my recordings. And nobody's releasing them. But I don't know why at the time. Because of the Gypsy thing. ABC Studios. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to go back to the kind of work we do. The potholes and the lines in the parking lots. I want to go back to that. I lost 3 brakes, Mom. And what do you think? You think if I call, Jack Good from Shindig is going to answer the phone and he's going to say, Jerry, I want you to come over? Is that what you think, Mom? You know the business by now, Mom. Every place I go, I get refused. She works on me, and I do call up. Jack Good answers the phone.
Shindig is already on the air now, because it went on the air in September of '64.
Yeah.
From ABC Television Center in Hollywood, Shindig.
Not in 1965 now. I call on the phone. He answers. I don't know it's him. He says, can I speak to Mr. Jack Good? What is this in regards to? I want to tell him I'm a better singer than Glenn Campbell and Bobby Sherman. Oh, you are you? Well, let me hear you. I'm Jack Good. Today is your lucky day. He said, Jerry, you wouldn't have been able to get to me. I fell asleep on the couch, and it's 8 o'clock here in the morning. You would never have been able to get to me. I said, really? He says, really. Really, dear boy. That's really, dear boy. Sing for me over the phone. I sing for him. He says, can you do me a favor, Jerry? Yes, Mr. Good, whatever you want. Don't send me a picture of you. I would like you to send me a tape of your voice. Can you do that? Yes, sir, I could do that. I make a tape, I send it to him. A guy by the... Now we have a phone in the house. Okay. Jack Good gets on the phone. Jerry, about 2 weeks later. Jerry, I'm going to hand you over to one of our people here at ABC Studios, Mr. Dick Howard. Okay. I get the phone. Jerry, can you come out here? We'd like to have you perform. I could come out there, but I can't afford a plane and afford a hotel. Mr. Howard, we don't have any serious money.
So what did he say? Did he say, we'll take care of you?
So he said, wait. I'm waiting on the phone. It's about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, Tom. I said, I better hang up and call back. As I'm ready to hang up, he gets on the phone. Dick Howard's back. Jerry, we're going to pay for the plane. We're going to pay for your lodging and whatever else we might need. Can you come here in 2 weeks? Yes, me and my father and my brothers were working. 2 people come into our apartment and knock on the door. They come in. They're a couple. The man is saying to my mother, do you tell fortunes? Yes, I do. I read palms, but it's $20 a piece. Can you afford that? Now the lady says, yes, we can afford that. She reads their palms. Me and my father come home. My 2 brothers. My sister Christine tells us what happened. My father goes to the nearby precinct. He brings Mom home. The police told us to get out of town. Now, we had to pack up and leave and go to my father's brother, Bill. We go to Newark, New Jersey. This happened in Versailles, Pennsylvania. Small town. It was about 30 miles away from downtown Pittsburgh. I call Mr. Dick Howard after the 2 weeks that he specified. I call him. All right, Jerry, everything is paid for. Your plane is paid for. Go to the Newark airport. Everything is fine. Don't worry about a thing. I go to Newark airport. I go to Hollywood, California airport here. Dick Howard has got a sign. Jerry Mason. We're walking to his Volkswagen Beetle. Jerry, is there anything you want to tell me? Like what? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm Gypsy, Greek, Italian, and Russian. And my mother reads palms. And I'm married. And I got one little boy. And there's one on the way. Well, you don't have to tell us anything anymore. We know that your mother got arrested. Well, wait a minute. Mr. Howard, she didn't pickpocket anybody. She didn't steal anybody. She didn't rob anybody. She asked them to put the money in her palm. And they did. Well, they at ABC know everything about you. Okay, they know about me. Right away, I said to myself, now don't forget, I lost 3 brakes. I said, could it be something with the gypsies? Then I look up later on what the word gypsy means. It means wanderer. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, whatever's going to happen now didn't go too badly because you did get on Shindig.
Oh, I did. Okay. I meet Jack. Okay, Dick Howard takes me to Jack Good. We meet. I come out of the audience. I sing. All right. We're on television. I sing on television.
Who is there? Is that him? Oh, I didn't think he looked like that. Give me this. I'll go meet him. Hey! Hey! Come on! Great to see you! Come on over here. You're Jerry Mason.
Jack Good walks up to me. Jerry, you got to go back home. I said to myself in my mind, Jerry, I want you to go home. I said, oh, why? I want you to lose weight. You're too fat on the camera. You got a fat face. I go back home to Newark. He calls me back. We do 5 more shows. I think I'm in.
Yeah, I would think so too.
I think I'm in. Leon Moretti. He's the second in command at ABC there in Hollywood. At ABC Studios, the second in command. Calls me to his office. Here's your contract. I'm delighted, Tom. I'm getting a contract with ABC Studios. I look at it. Mr. Moretti, can you tell me if I got this right? No matter how much money I make, like Elvis Presley, Bobby Darin, or Ricky Nelson, no matter how much money I make, I only get $600 a month. Oh, but we'll pay for your hotel and your food and your plane. But that's all I get. In other words, if I make millions of dollars, that's all I get is $600 a month? Yes. He hands me the contract, Tom. Put it in my back pocket. I walk out. I walk back to the Knickerbocker Hotel where they got me the lodging. The desk clerk, Tom, hands me my 2 suitcases. In all our poverty that we've known, am I going to sleep on a park bench tonight? Or on a bench where the bus stops? I have $70. I said, I'm dead. I said, I'll walk around on the streets. Maybe I could find a cheap hotel. I do find a cheap hotel. I think it was $10 maybe, or $20. I go in the room, there's no bed. I go back to the desk clerk. It's really a dilapidated hotel. He said, what's wrong? Sir, there's no bed in the room. He goes to the wall, touches a strap, and brings down a bed. He said, see, bed, you little jerk. I'm in the room. I want to call my father and mother. I go back the next day. Go back to Mr. Leon Moretti. He said, look it over. I'll call my father. I gotta ask his advice. Pop, they want me to sign a 6-year contract. $600 a month. Sign it. Pop, you don't understand. 6 years. You'll get lawyers. No, Pop. They put a word in it that you can't break it. For 6 years. I'll be stuck for 6 years. He said, sign it. You lost 3 brakes. The whole world, our gypsy race knows about it. If you lose 1 more brake, it's too embarrassing. Sign it. And when you become a star after the 6 years, you can do what you want to do. Pop, I got a feeling this is wrong, that I'm going to sign this contract. Do it. All right, Pop, I'll listen to you. I'll do it. I'll sign the contract. Okay. I go back the next day. Leon Moretti. Mr. Seligman, the president, is not here right now. Come back tomorrow. All right, I'll come back tomorrow, Mr. Moretti. As I'm walking out of the studio, Jack Good says to me, "How are they treating you, my dear boy?" I tell him what happened. The man, Tom, his flesh got red in the face. He was very, very, very white, very cream-colored face. The man's face got red with fury. Who do we see getting ready to get into his car? Dick Howard. Jack Good says to Dick, "Wait a minute, Dick, I want to talk to you." Now we're in the car. Let's drop Jerry off at his hotel at the Knickerbocker. Okay. This is Jack Good now. Dick Howard is driving. Jack Good. "How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You embarrassed this boy like that, and I brought him out here, and you didn't get a lawyer to represent him? Why would you do that?" Now, when he hollered at Dick Howard, the man almost lost control. And I said, "Guys, don't argue. We're gonna get killed. Stop arguing." They stop arguing. We go to the hotel, I get off. That night I can't sleep. No. Oh. When I was in Leon Moretti's office, I said, "Can I have my room back?" And he said, "Yes." I'm back at the Knickerbocker. All right. I'm not at the homeless, dilapidated little hotel anymore. I'm back. Now I got to see Mr. Leon Moretti tomorrow, because I am going to sign the contract, because my father said, "Sign it." And I'm going to sign it. When I see Mr. Leon Moretti, I'll sign it.
So why did he say not to sign it? What was his reason?
I don't know. I'm ready to sign the contract
Right,
now.
but you never got a contract.
No.
So
I never
now
got it.
you go home.
I said, "Mr. Moretti, I did it. I was your stooge." He says, "I wouldn't put it that way." Well, how would you put it? How exactly would you say it? Now, the reason I used stooge, on the way to Moretti, I bumped into Larry Fine of the Three Stooges.
Oh.
Okay, at the Knickerbocker.
Yeah.
All right. That's why I probably used the word stooge. "Well, Jerry, we decided to pass on you because you're going to give us a tough time when you become a star."
This wasn't the end, was it?
It was for me.
It was?
Yeah, it was. There was no more TV programs after that.
Not even with Shindig?
It was over.
It was absolutely over.
It was over.
So-
I was back to doing parking lots, doing roofing work.
So you never appeared on television again. Did you ever record another song? Did you ever make another record?
No. Cat, Chess, and Swan was it. It's 1962. I call up Swan Records. I said, "Can I speak to who's in charge?" I was with Cap and Chess Records, and I'm looking for a new record company to sing for them. "My name is Frank Slay. I'm the guy you're looking for. Can you come here in a week? I'll give you an appointment. I'll give you an audition." I go to Mr. Frank Slay. "Jerry, I'm going to accept you. Sign the contract." I'm signing a contract, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I want the break.
Yeah.
I want the break.
You'll take anything.
Yeah. I lost 2 breaks. I need this break. We record a song called "Sweet Enough for You." Doesn't belong to me. I don't know. I have no idea who wrote it. And then we record "Bella Mia Cor," "My Beautiful Heart." A couple of months go by. I call him from Newark. "What's happening, Frank?" He said, Jerry, we're going to let you go, but you didn't play my record. Yes, we did. Here in Philly, we tried it, and it didn't sell. And we're going to let you go. You mean you're not going to record me anymore? Yeah, we're going to let you go. Then the break came with my mom telling me to go to Shindig.
So after Shindig then, did you come back to the Pittsburgh area and do any singing? Did you never sang again?
No.
You were done singing with that beautiful voice. And I've heard you sing, and I've seen you perform on stage, and I've seen you perform on Shindig. And I want to thank you for telling me your story. Show our audience one more time Jerry Mason on one of his 5 performances on Shindig.
You're a voodoo woman, that's plain to see. You're a voodoo woman, so stay away from me. You make a dog forget to growl. You make the wind forget to howl. And voodoo woman, you break every heart you see. So voodoo woman, stay away from me now. Stay away from me. Oh, get away from me. Yeah, baby, stay away from me.
And Jimmy O'Neill. We got together in 2000.
You and Jimmy sat and talked? Because
Yes.
he introduced you. He was the host of
The
Shindig.
co-host, yeah,
And
with Jack Good.
And he introduced you.
Jack Good was a producer. I think Jimmy O'Neill had a lot to do with the show.
He worked in Pittsburgh at KQV Radio.
I never knew that.
Back in
They told me
1959.
something I don't know.
He was there for a year before he went out to Hollywood, where he got a job in Los Angeles as a DJ. And then they asked him to be the host in September of 1964, 1965, and into 1966 when it went off the air.
My wife, Andorra. She's with our Lord now. She left in 2008. God bless her. Bach sastimos haizor. Tumenga amari Romania. De plausitud me odil. Tumenait mari familia. Arakantame katanasu. Amen. Kako gajo, se bari buci gajo. Avilote pushel, mga paramici. Aya kanapendim la.
Thank you very much.
What you gonna do today? How you gonna spend your time? What you gonna do today? Maybe learn a nursery rhyme. Climb a fence and tear your pants. Try to drown a bunch of ants. What a time when you're only 5. It's great to be alive. What you gonna do today? Climb a tree or throw things down. Who you gonna be today? Cowboy, cowboy, clown. Stick your tongue out to someone fat. Try to catch an alley cat. What a time when you're only 5. It's great to be alive. Dolce come zucchero, you're just a fatto di angelo. Deserto vengono, oi femina, dusina che bella femina. Ti voglio bene, so io, no tempo